Fallout 4 is a good game, but what makes it better? Mods. And lots of them. So I installed over 90 mods to enhance my experience, and I know what you'll say.
Oh, I have installed like 7,625 mods and my game runs perfectly with all the geophysics.
And I would have installed more of them, but after the 75 mod mark, my game was constantly crashing on launch, and it took me like 20 minutes just to start it. So shut it! Make sure you hit that subscribe button so we hit 1k subs before the end of the summer. Much love!
We started to use atomic energy not as a tool for mogging, but as a nearly limitless source of Riz.
Say hello to Randy, the Riz Daddy of our happy hour. He reminds me of the guy who was about to drop the fattest Riz of the century. Alright, without further ado, let's begin.
I'd like some time to prepare myself before you send me on my next mission.
Well, look at you. How'd a girl like me ever get so lucky? Huh?
Also, if there are troops stationed overseas or experiencing some unusual since 19...
Hey, Takahashi. Helping you is becoming a habit.
Oh, of course, for the future.
Is Tina DeLuca seeing anyone? I'd like to ask her out.
Hey!
Ooh, just look at those eyes.
We love you too. Oh my God.
All muscle, new brains.
Just doesn't care, man.
And put your vault suit on.
It'll be okay.
Like,
Daddy's
what the
right
fuck
here.
is happening?
See? Honey.
Ready, little guy?
Why you can't see Kellogg? What? It's only hands flying.
Mama Murphy.
Okay, so I began my run like I always do, going from Walt straight to Red Rocket Station to pick up the big boy. And boy oh boy, he's wide.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick.
Sorry to interrupt, I should probably make some kind of disclaimer because most of the video from this point forward is just going to be an incoherent spillage of melted brain material, so keep this in mind. Thank you.
Oh my God. Nora! I can't watch this again.
You can be my Enola Gay and I can be your Hiroshima.
Stay out of my
most
way.
Valiant adversary. You will be engaged by the laws of the Geneva Convention. Will receive no compensation for bitten off genitals. I sent a time to learn your gender roles, scum. Recommendation: bite that ass.
After hearing this about 7 more times just while running towards the Museum of Freedom, I expected this encounter to be more casual. But I was greeted with the actual reality of what I'm about to subject to for another 10 hours or so. First of all, as soon as I stepped inside, thick meat was nowhere to be found. We'll get to that later. And there were more. Way more enemies than I remember. To be fair, I was flabbergasted with some of the monstrosities I found during my run, but I often found myself on the receiving end of some kind of freakish alien blaster pipe pistol that uses shotgun shells for ammo. And I died many times. Too many times to be exact.
Tell me the first...
Take this asshole.
Not selling it.
After I got lucky and cleared out the last of those freaks, I stepped into the room to find my ironing board laying down without a care in the world.
Preston Garvey, Commonwealth
Fucking
Minute.
cunt.
Stay, boy! Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill.
It's time for us to part ways.
God damn it. Thanks.
Yes, I really want to buy your dog.
Sturgis, tell him.
After paying for my own dog, I step outside to fight the raiders and Randy Savage, I guess?
For no reason at all, to get his grandstanding and a hot dog in it.
The fight is just me cheesing the perfected AI padding of 2015 in a game engine already so broken that with the amount of mods I installed, my loading screens went from 5 seconds to 2 minutes and sometimes more. After dealing with a pack of wild dogs, I made my way to Cambridge Police Station feeling 40 pounds lighter for some reason. There I met the man, Paladin Buzz, and his Gunnar duo who don't really matter too much. Do you think he looks kinda odd?
Are you ignoring me for a reason?
You are as exciting as the last Rammstein album.
Yeah.
It so happens that my character isn't really grasping the reality he's living in, and he agreed to help Buzz Lightyear acquire radio thingy from a nearby facility. He kindly invited me inside to get some supplies for the run, and I didn't expect to find this contraption laying on the counter.
That's quite big. Impressive.
So after taking it for my own personal research that I'm going to conduct later on, we headed out to ArcJet Systems. Yeah. As you can tell, this mission isn't going as well as I thought. We got overrun by synths on quite a few occasions. But one thing I was happy about during my time there, what essentially felt like airport security cavity search, I found out that I can use my hands in more ways than Bethesda intended. After we got the thing we were there for, Dance rightfully paid me with a weapon that doesn't even work. Nice.
Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the recon team. He shows a lot of promise.
He doesn't look too
And with the
happy to
proper
see me here.
guidance,
I get the distinct feeling I'm in for a lecture.
I expected you to take your payment and run.
Fuck you. Since Reese doesn't like me, I thought Halen might give me some better work, but oh boy was I mistaken. Now look, this is all the places where this random item can be, and she decides that I need to go to Zephyr Ridge Camp in Far Harbor. Boys and girls, let me present you with the only thing redeeming this run for me, a super duper Mart drivable car. This bad boy goes 0 to 60 in never. But boy oh boy, it's good. I actually crafted it during my visit in ArcJet Systems, just so you know. Well, after a long trail to Nakano's residence, I spoke about their missing daughter. And it was the first and only time Randy didn't speak gibberish. Nakano gave me the keys and begged me to find his child. Which I didn't. But anyways, I sailed to Far Harbor, jumped off the boat and ran straight for the woods. The trail was quite long, but I managed to avoid all enemies until I got to the camp, and this is where it all goes to shit. One of the trappers possessed a nuclear weapon in form of a pipe pistol. I'll let you enjoy my suffering for a bit.
Oh, start running, outsider!
And after a lot of trial and error and what felt like fucking forever, I managed to kill him. And then one by one picked the rest of those fools. And oh, I probably forgot to mention that I have the Mysterious BIG perk. That's an interesting one to say the least.
Yeah, that sick nigga Biggie with the 8-shot clip, with the extra clip for that extra.
And we finally found it. After this, Dan asked me to scout out the last recon team. He mentioned that they were searching for some kind of artifacts. And let me tell you, I am not surprised why people want to join Brotherhood. Just look at that. They were securing these pieces of art. A whole gallery. Wow. Just wow. After admiring them for far too long, I followed the trail and I got jumped by red scorpions. Literally.
It just works.
And then I had a run-in with super mutants. And by now you definitely know how these type of situations goes for me. Yeah. I have no idea why I decided to side with Brotherhood this run. That's probably the worst thing I could have done, but yeah.
Huh? Bring it!
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street.
Sean, I've been looking for you for so long.
Freeze. One more step and I'll blow your damn head off.
Honestly, old Rand ain't too far off from the truth here. I think that's a W take. So I got back to dance, told some of the story of my findings, and that's about it for the Brotherhood. For now. So, next up, Diamond City.
Here for crying out loud.
Stay out of my way.
I got orders.
Get the hell out of
I'm
my
sorry,
face.
but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper.
Stay out of
And
my
that
way.
article you wrote was all
You want into Diamond City, right?
On second thought, no. I don't need the baggage. Sorry, kid.
Please, hurry.
Move!
Okay, that's the last one, my bad. And we're off to save the Roboman. Getting to him wasn't anything difficult, but when I released him, we got jumped by a guy with Lorenzo's artifact.
Get that rifle. I'm not sure what you mean.
I barely survived. And confrontation didn't go as planned as well. Because if you add the fact that this guy is constantly talking gibberish, he doesn't have any charisma and his brain is as big as peanut, that's just recipe for disaster.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Move. Step at a time, Doc. I'm only just getting my bearings here.
Sniff. Oh, this cocaine makes me feel like I on this game.
Holy f- Nah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. At the start he just wasn't packaged yet.
So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
This is the point where Randy officially was over the death of his wife.
Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
After Piper finally got Randy over her back, we were off to annoy Dr. Amari with our toy that dropped out of Kellogg's box.
Check that body, pal.
All Institute
Sean?
technology has a similar architecture.
Sean!
One vertibird down.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation
Sean!
Sean! But
You're not
Institute
Sean!
technology being what it
Sean!
is,
Listen to me
brain
carefully.
implant could
Have
fit
you
him.
seen him?
But that's
Have you seen Sean?
Whatever, lady.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
If you like dirt, radiation, and random violence, you're in for a treat.
What?
Glowing Sea was just me running without turning back. And when I got to Green Tech Genetics, it was the first time ever I had more trouble with gunners rather than the courser.
How come Preston never told me about it?
With the chip in my hand, I was curious and went to peep out the Cambridge police station, and well. Seems that the Brotherhood arrived. Dance asked me to fly with him to Pridwin, but as I made my way to the roof, I saw debris floating and this chick was rambling. I wanted some peace and, well, an accident occurred.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner.
Get out of my way.
Honestly, that felt bad. So we got to the airport and I was instructed to speak with Captain Kells, but Randy over here just ended one life 5 minutes ago and now he's trying to search for another. Like, bro, come on.
If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I'm looking for a girl. Her name's Amelia Stockton. Have you heard of her?
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately.
Well, at least he got another lead. So, when I got to the ship, Elder Maxon probably felt the aura that Randy was emitting, because look at his face. Jesus. After leaving him to cry for a little bit, he commanded me to clear out Fort Strong for him. And this quest was probably the hardest and best I've had so far in my Fallout runs. It took me over an hour to complete, but damn, it was fun! With nukes exploding everywhere and Wertebird crashing down, I felt like I was in a movie, bruh. 10 out of 10. But inside the actual fort was a little bit a different story. There were so many mutants, and again, one of them had to have a fat man. So after a lot of trial and error, and I mean a lot of trial and error and ending myself, I finally cleared the fort.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
I assume this is a paying job.
I'm glad you feel that way. Dismissed.
Oh no, gossip. My only weakness.
Questions, Knight?
I think he was a little bewildered after that. Well boys, I guess now it's time to decode the chip. And what's best place to do so? Ding ding ding! That's right, the railroad! As soon as I left their HQ, my GPU started cooking. So, another 20-minute session of trying to start the game later, and we're off to give Randy another dose of Riz.
Any luck building the platform yet?
Hey, hon.
Good. Let's move on then. Here's a list of everything we'll need.
New hair color.
I wish I had your confidence. Oh, one last thing before I forget. It's important that all the components are wired together so all the pieces are on a single grid. If you need any help, I'd wish you good luck.
Wait, what did you say? We're gonna do it ourselves. Well, now it's time to find our son. Fingers crossed! Hey, here's the little rascal.
For your son. Stay out of my way. I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Huh?
Just chill out, asshole.
Who are you?
Works for me. I'll pay you when I have it. Good luck. I came here for a strong whiskey.
Yo, who the fuck are you? Daddy? Fuck off. Well, once I got back to Maxon, he was furious because I attacked the Institute. But honestly, fuck him and the rest of the Brotherhood. They're just bunch of weirdos. This is probably the last time I'm signing with them. Well, after that he sent me back to work for Ingram, and she ordered me to procure her a sidekick from a local science center. So, we're off to do some more boring errand boy stuff.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, well, that puts an entirely different spin on everything, doesn't it? My name's Professor Skara, and in answer to what I expect to be your next question, Professor is my first name.
Please, just shut the fuck up and go to work, bruh.
Alright, you've got a deal. I'll wrap up my collecting trip and meet you at your headquarters. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a few loose ends to tie up before I leave.
Gotta stretch my muscles, damn.
And now that that's out of the way, they began ordering like it's fucking McDonald's. And now I have to get them a damn magnet. Wow, you survived 130 super mutants guarding a fucking magnet? Nice, now go and mark where we need to get a bajillion nukes for our big useless metal guy. Oh, and by the way, stop by the glowing sea to see your fucking incompetent colleagues. And then, on top of that, I proceed to get overrun by ferals. And if that wasn't enough, a Child of Atom follower is guarding the door. Now then, I marked the nukes. And I guess the worst is in the past, right? Right?
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, brother. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Well, after leaving absolutely no one worth fighting for, we are off to Mass Fusion to get the beryllium agitator for our Commie Crusher machine. I agreed to take Ingram with me, but once we got down the elevator, she was nowhere to be found. Great. After securing the damn thing, I got out without too much trouble.
The Institute must have sent reinforcements.
Where have you been, cunt?
Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory: impossible.
Wow, he's so cool, guys! So I fast traveled to CIT ruins to wait for him there. And everybody is fighting, and he just decided to turn around and just stand there. Reminisce probably about the good old days. After a lengthy psychiatrist session, we got him back on the job. And he burned a hole in the ground so we can get into the institute itself. So we just pushed through, fighting many synths. And I had to get into the daddy's office, and I found him like this. Thank you, Todd.
And again, it just works.
And right before the end, I died in another goofy ass way. Before we end, I want to tell all of you that I started streaming here on YouTube. I start around 2 PM EST, and if you're into some casual fucking around, make sure to join. Oh, and by the way, join my Discord and I'll make sure to spam you with my notifications about new uploads and streams. So yeah. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.